is going on, everybody? My name is John Solo, and today we are talking Disney. Let me ask you a question. What if I told you that you had been watching the Aladdin movie wrong your entire life? Being that the majority of you guys are especially passionate Disney fans, you would probably tell me that's ridiculous, right? I mean, how could you have possibly been watching a Disney classic wrong this entire time and not known about it? I had the exact same reaction, but after reading today's theory, it turns out that a lot of us may have missed one very important detail pretty early on in the movie that adds a whole new layer to the story. So let me explain. There is one problem that some of the more attentive and somewhat critical Disney fans have with Aladdin, and that's that he uses his first wish to become a prince. Despite this, there are numerous points throughout the movie where he suddenly stops thinking of himself as a prince and considers telling Jasmine that he's actually a street rat. And logically, this just doesn't make much sense. As the author of this theory points out, if Aladdin had wished for a third arm to sprout out of his chest, not sure exactly why he would, but stay with me on this. If he had wished for a third arm to sprout out of his chest for some reason, would there be random points throughout his life after making the wish that he would just not have the third arm? No, of course not. So Aladdin made a wish to be a prince. Therefore, after the wish is granted, he should always and forever be a prince, right? Wrong. Because Aladdin never actually asked to be a prince. What he really said was this.
Genie, I wish for you to make me a prince.
I wish for you to make me a prince. You know how much genies love it when you leave your wishes open to interpretation. So what this theory is claiming is that all of the events that transpire after Aladdin makes his first wish are actually the result of the genie using his omnipotent powers to pull strings behind the scenes and make Aladdin a legitimate prince. Here's where this theory comes from. Aladdin makes his first wish after talking with Genie about Jasmine. He describes her beauty, her essence, and his desire to be with her, but as we all know, Genie can't make anyone fall in love. He also can't kill anyone and refuses to bring people back from the dead. Outside of these rules, he has virtually unlimited power. He even says that he can see 1,000,000 years into the future. The thing is, even if we disregard those few limits to his powers, Jasmine couldn't be with Aladdin anyways, as it's written into law that she has to marry someone of royalty. So this is where his wish comes in. He makes the wish, Genie uses his powers to dress him up, give him an elephant and a parade, all so he can have this grand entrance when entering Agrabah as Prince Ali. As we all know, Ali ends up winning Jasmine's heart after taking her on a magic carpet ride and showing her a whole new world, a place she never knew. Some more events transpire, and when it seems that Aladdin has finally won Jasmine's heart and the genie's mission is about to be complete, the prince starts to get cold feet at the idea of becoming the new sultan. But guess what? Aladdin can't just undo his first wish because a magical contract was made and can't be broken. So Genie, seeing into the future, allows his lamp to be stolen by Santiago and Jafar. He does this because he knows the misadventures that follow will end with Aladdin saving the day. And not only will his heroic behavior convince the Sultan to rewrite the law so that Jasmine can marry whoever she wants, at the end of it all, Aladdin will finally have some confidence in himself and think that he deserves it because he saved the day, not because he made a wish. The irony is, of course, that whether he thinks he deserves it or not, it did all come from a wish. Some more evidence to support this crazy out-of-the-box interpretation can be seen at the end of the movie when Jafar is defeated and is trapped in the Cave of Wonders because everything he did as the world's most powerful sorcerer gets undone. People, animals, objects all return to their normal state. The palace gets teleported back to the city from the mountains, but you gotta wonder, why would it move back? Did someone wish for things to go back to normal? Because in most situations, Genie didn't really do anything that had long-term effects on the world unless it was part of someone else's wish. So with that in mind, was this all a part of Genie's plan to make Aladdin's wish come true? Think of it this way. Despite Jafar being a complete psychopath, not a single person was killed or seriously injured during his rampage. The only thing I can see he did that had long-term effects was stripping Jasmine's father down to his underwear and then force-feeding him crackers while dressed as a jester. And this may sound callous, but that kinda had to happen. Not necessarily that specifically, because that would be kinda weird, but something threatening and traumatizing enough that after it was over, the Sultan would immediately be willing to change the written laws that his culture was founded on. Because remember, the genie is all-powerful, but he can't just control somebody's free will. He has to manipulate them like everybody else does. So what's actually happening here is Genie is cleaning up the mess he made when granting Aladdin's first wish. No part of this magnificent show he put on would have long-term effects on the world that didn't directly correlate with Aladdin's wish. The only reason Jafar got beaten so badly was because he tried to get in Genie's way. Like I said, Genie is omniscient, he's all-knowing, and he used this rivalry between Jafar and Aladdin to make Aladdin true royalty. After Jafar's part had been played out, Genie had no more use for him. Since Genie can't kill, he did the next best thing and trapped Jafar in the Cave of Wonders for 10,000 years. Or at least he planned on it. Now there's a few reasons why you might not agree with this theory, and for most, the main reason is probably that the Genie's plan is overly complex. It's not like Aladdin is his first master. Why would he go through all of this time and effort for someone he barely knows? Remember the conversation the two had just before Aladdin made his first wish. He told Genie he would use his third wish to set him free. After being trapped in that itty-bitty living space, as he calls it, for 10,000 years, the last thing he would want would be for his only way out to fall through because he didn't grant some wishes well enough. Not only that, but Aladdin was the Genie's first master to treat him with genuine kindness. So instead of just granting Aladdin the title of prince and offering him some advice here and there like we all thought he did, he decided to go the extra mile and made sure that Aladdin got the girl in the process because he knew that's what Aladdin actually wanted. So now it's time for me to ask, what did you guys think of this fan theory? Hit that like button down below if you liked it and leave a comment with your thoughts. And before you leave, I have one big announcement. Starting with this theory, in addition to YouTube, I'm going to be uploading all of my future videos to my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/TheRealJohnSolo. I figure, hey, it's been like 3 months I've been talking to the YouTube support team, which is, by the way, an incredibly oxymoronic title, and they still won't give me any information at all regarding the status of my sub box issue. There doesn't seem to be any end in sight, and it's just not smart to put all of your eggs in one basket, especially when that basket has a giant hole in it. Content is, of course, still going to be on the channel, and I plan on it always being that way, but if you want another way to see my stuff, go to the fan page, click that like button, click that follow button, and hit see first. Thank you so much to anyone who supports the channel by doing that, but even if you don't, thank you so much for watching and listening. I've got some more big announcements coming soon, but until then, my name is John Solo, and may the Force be with you.